Hello, my friends. I have a very special class for you today. I want to thank you so much for being here. You might notice that this isn't the typical time that we normally meet to do yoga together. It's one of my sister's birthdays today. I have two sisters with birthdays this week. And so I'll be celebrating with her later, but please do feel free to watch this class at 6 or whenever suits you. But today I wanted to share with you some information that I think a lot of people are interested in right now. I've recently been having conversations with a variety of people about chakras and what they are and what they mean. And I wanted to share with you some information to give you access to what they mean for our physical bodies and how they're related to the endocrine system, the system that regulates the hormones in our bodies and even specific glands all throughout the body. And to share a little bit about chakras with you so that you can incorporate them into your yoga practice. So thank you so much for being here with me. As always, thank you for paying for our time together. And for those of you who are looking to pay, you can do that at paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. So let's get into today's topic, which is all about chakras. We're going to be talking about each chakra. We're going to be doing poses related to activating each energetic chakra / gland that's related in the body. And so we're going to be doing that overall holistic, physical, emotional, mental, energetic connection today. So first of all, the idea behind chakras is that they are these kind of spheres of energy. Chakra means wheel, so it's this idea that it's this spinning sphere of this colorful energy at different points throughout the body. And if we can access those things, then we're able to access different physical and energetic parts of ourselves. And what's really interesting is that where each of the chakras are located is related to different glands related to the endocrine system. And I find this fascinating because I believe that people thousands of years ago who didn't understand the function of hormones in our body or the function of the endocrine system still had access to this knowledge of these energy centers that they were able to control and manipulate and make sure that they were free of blockages so that we could live better and happier lives. And so connecting that history and that understanding at that time of what they knew about bodies, minds, spirits, and chakras to today and what we know with modern medicine and the endocrine system, I think is completely fascinating. And I hope you find it as fascinating as I do. So we're going to go through each chakra. We're going to be doing poses related to each chakra. And we're going to start with the root chakra. And so if you're joining me for yoga today, you can sit with me. And the root chakra is at the base of the spine. The color associated with this chakra is red. And the reason I'll be sharing these colors with you is that some people, if they want to focus on one of these areas or one of these things related to their bodies or their systems, they might put some red things up around the house. They might have crystals that are the color of the specific chakra that they want to remember to focus on. And so it's up to you how you use this information, but I'm happy to share it with you. So the root chakra is all about those survival needs, meeting our basic needs and making sure that we have the foundation to build on. It's related to the adrenal gland. And so what this gland does is it releases adrenaline and cortisol. And so that idea of fight or flight or regulating that is what we want to focus on when we're focusing on the root chakra at the base of the spine. So we're going to do a couple of things together. We're going to start with some breath work where we're activating that chakra and then moving into boat pose. So join me by sitting up straight and tall, and we're going to make sure that we sit on our sits bones rather than our tailbone. So we're going to try to roll those shoulders back. We're sitting on the sits bones as we sit up straight and tall, and if it's difficult to sit in a cross-legged position, then you can certainly sit in a chair with your knees side by side and your feet flat on the ground. And what I'd like you to do is imagine activating all the muscles all the way from your buttocks, from where you're rooted to the ground, to your belly button. So imagine a line from your butt to your belly button, and we're activating all of those muscles there right now. So go ahead, activate those muscles. And while you're doing that, I want you to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Just because we're working on a muscle group, we're activating a certain set of muscles, doesn't mean that we can't breathe. So remembering to breathe. And as we're breathing, I'm going to introduce you to skull shining breath or breath of fire. And what that is it's a forceful exhalation and then a gentle inhalation. So we're not actively inhaling, we're just sort of letting the air flow back in through the nose and then forcefully exhaling through the nose. And we do this in rounds. So we're going to do it in rounds of 20 together. We're remembering that line between the root and the belly button. So from the base of the spine all the way to the belly button, we're activating that area, but we're not forgetting to breathe. We're going to take a big inhale and exhale, cleansing breath. And our first round of 20, we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're pushing the belly button up and in 20 times in a row. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Now, if you've lost your root lock, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and activate that again. So all the way from the base of the spine to the belly button, we're activating the abdomen. We're grounding ourselves to the earth. Maybe we're imagining the color red. We're going to inhale and exhale, cleansing breath. And we're going to take a big inhale and get ready for our second round. And begin. Good. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and relax that root lock. Take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to activate that root lock one more time for one final round. So all the way from the base of the spine to the belly button, we're activating the abdomen, we're activating the muscles in the buttocks, we're grounding ourselves to the ground. Big inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Release that root lock. And we're going to find our way into boat position. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet to the mat or to the floor. We're still thinking about that root chakra, so we're still thinking about grounding. We're thinking about being really strong as we ground into the ground. Again, on our sits bones. So rather than rolling back onto the tailbone, we're up on the sits bones. We're grounding into the ground from our root chakra. We're coming onto the toes and walking them closer into the body. Flexing the feet when we've found our balance, squeezing the knees together and squeezing them into the body. We're balancing here, gazing forward, and inhaling and exhaling. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes and imagine yourself grounding down into the ground, connecting with that root chakra. We're inhaling and exhaling. We're squeezing the knees together. We're drawing the shoulders back. Drop the feet down. Walk them in, clasp opposite elbows, and drop the forehead down. Send love all over the body. Thank your body for being here. And say, I love you, to myself, to ourselves. We'll do that one more time. Lift the head, walk the feet out. We're going to find our balance on our sits bones and root into the ground. Come up onto the toes, walk them in. Walk them in until your feet float off the ground. Flex the feet. Squeeze the knees into the body. We're sitting up straight and tall. The gaze is forward, out past the knees. We're activating the abdomen. We're rooting down into the ground. We're inhaling and exhaling. Don't forget to breathe. Nice job. We're going to drop the feet down, walk them in, clasp opposite elbows, and drop the forehead down. Lifting the head, come and join me in a comfortable seated position. We're going to talk about the next energy center, the next chakra, and the next piece of the endocrine system. So the sacral chakra is the next one, and we're going to be moving in a line all the way up the body, starting at the base. So the sacral chakra, if you know where your sacrum is, it's this right here. And the sacral chakra is inside the body, right in front of the sacrum, behind the belly button and a little bit down. So that's where our reproductive organs are, and those are the part of the endocrine system and the part of the hormonal system that is related to this chakra. So it's about, of course, sexual energy. It's also about physical creation. And the color related to this chakra is orange. So it's the color of fire. And many people feel like the color of passion. So that's the color associated with this chakra. So we're going to find our way into a straddle. So let's come into a wide straddle. And we're going to bring our thoughts to that sacral chakra. So either coming at it from the sacrum and moving into the center of the body, or going just a little bit down from the belly button and behind, bringing our thoughts to that area. We're going to come to a wide straddle. Toes are pointing up. We're flexing the heels. We're feeling a nice stretch through the backs of the legs. Hands in front of the body. Big inhale here. Breathe into that sacral chakra. As you exhale, walk the hands gently forward. Inhale, breathe into that sacral chakra. Sit up straight and tall. And exhale, walk the hands gently forward. Inhale, walk the hands back. And we're going to slide the knees together. So bend the knees, bring the feet together, bring the knees together as well. We're going to walk the feet in close to the body, and then we're going to scoot the body even closer to the feet. We're going to gently rock from side to side, doing what I like to call mermaid pose. I don't know if it actually has a name. And then we'll drop the knees to one side. My knees are going to the left, so my left hand stays behind the body. I'm arching through the spine, rolling the shoulders back, bringing the focus to my sacral chakra. Inhale, arch up and around. Spin and look behind you. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale and exhale here. You can imagine yourself spinning from that sacral chakra. Wheeling around it. Inhale, we're going to sweep back to center. Half moon circle, both hands behind the back, knees come up. We're going to walk the feet in. We're going to scoot the body closer to the feet, and we're going to rock the knees from side to side again. This time I'm going to drop the knees to the right side, arching through the spine. We're bringing our focus to that sacral chakra. We're imagining spinning around that area as we sweep the arm up, half moon circle. We're arching through the spine. Bring both hands next to each other. Look out over the right shoulder. Inhale and exhale here. Release that pose, release that twist, half moon circle all the way back. And join me in a seated position. We're going to talk about the next energy center. So the next one is called the solar plexus chakra, and this is the seat of energy in the body. It's often thought of as the middle of the body. So if you go from your belly button just a couple of inches above and behind, that is where the solar plexus is. And this is all about authenticity. It's about living in accordance with our values and who we are, and living in your personal power. The color of this chakra is yellow, and it's related to the pancreas, which is related to digestion, and it regulates the blood sugar in our bodies as well. So let's get into the poses. We're going to find our way onto our backs, onto our mats. So we're starting from a position down here with both hands next to the body on the ground. We're going to lift both feet, and we're going to reach the arms forward for the toes. This obviously activates the abdomen. We're bringing our thoughts to our solar plexus. We're going to drop the hands, drop the feet. Inhale and exhale, relax here. So this is like a super low boat pose. We're going to bring the hands to the mat. Raise the feet just a couple of inches. Bring the thoughts to the solar plexus. Reach the fingers towards the feet. Inhale and exhale. And drop all the way down. Nice. We're going to roll over onto one side, push ourselves up into a seated position, and do a bit of an inversion from that pose. So we're going to do what's called camel pose. Bringing the hands to the lower back. Again, we're bringing that thought to the solar plexus just a couple of inches above the belly button, a couple of inches behind. Both hands to the lower back. And we're going to push the hips forward as we drop the shoulders back and drop the head back. Inhale and exhale here. If you have issues with the neck, you can keep the head and neck aligned with the spine. Otherwise, drop it back. Push those hips forward. And then walk the hips back. Raise the shoulders. Release the arms. Cleansing breath here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do that one more time, and you can do the exact same thing, or you can follow me and go a little bit deeper into the pose. So knees hip width apart, heels hip width apart, hands to the lower back. We're bringing our thoughts to the solar plexus chakra. Maybe imagining that colored yellow, a buttery hug. We're going to draw the shoulders back, push the hips forward, drop the head back if that feels good for you. And if you'd like to drop one hand down to one ankle and reach the other hand up, you can do that. Continue to push those hips forward. Try to keep them in a line. And switch, drop the other hand back. Left hand reaches up. Inhale and exhale here. And you can come back up or drop both hands back. Slide those hips forward. Bring the hands to the lower back and come all the way up. Nice job. All right, so let's have a seat again. We're going to talk about the heart chakra. This is, I know we're saying it's the heart chakra, but it's really in the center of the body, just a little bit above the heart, and of course behind the sternum. So this is related to the thymus gland. This makes white blood cells and fights infections in the body, and it's also really important for our immune systems. So as we're going through and as we're bringing attention to these chakras in these areas, we're also bringing our attention to the endocrine system and those physical functions that it has for the body. The color for this chakra is green, and this is about love. It's about love for ourselves, love of others, joy, contentedness in life, and peacefulness as well. So what we're going to do is start by shining the heart forward and expanding the chest forward. So we'll take a deep breath in and exhale, cleansing breath. Next inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders up and back and down. As we exhale, we're arching, shining the chest forward, bringing the shoulders together behind the back, bringing the elbows together behind the back, allowing the chest to expand, inhaling and exhaling here. And then we'll round the shoulders up and forward as we exhale, and drop them to a neutral position as we inhale and exhale. One more time, we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, and inhale and exhale as we shine the chest forward. So just to show you what that looks like from this angle, inhaling, shining the chest forward, drawing the shoulder blades together, drawing the elbows together behind the back, creating space to take a deep breath, creating space in the chest and for the heart to do what it's best at doing, to love. Maybe envisioning the color green. As we inhale and exhale, we're going to reverse the motion. Shoulders roll up and forward. And we're going to make our way to a hand and knee posture. So coming to a hand and knee posture, we're going to do cat-cow with the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. We're bringing that focus to the heart chakra as we drop the belly down and inhale, look up, shoulders come back and down, creating space for the heart to shine forward. As we exhale, we curve up, pulling the middle of the back, the belly button up, bringing the shoulders and hips closer together. Inhale, shoulders roll down, look up. Exhale. Bring the middle of the back up as the belly button raises up. Shoulders and hips come closer together. Inhale. Shoulders are down. Look up. Drop the belly down. Exhale. Reverse that motion. And one more time. Inhale for cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Come back to a neutral spine. Bring your thoughts back to your heart chakra, back to your thymus gland, and then join me in a seated position. Nice job. So we've made it past the halfway point of the chakras. We've gone through 4. We have 3 left. The next one is the throat chakra, and you've probably heard me mention this in class if you've joined me for class before. This chakra is located in the middle of the throat, and it's related to the thyroid gland, which controls the heart, muscles, digestive function, bone maintenance through hormones sent through the circulatory system in the body. And so the idea behind the throat chakra is all about communication and about speaking our truth. And I think that it's really important to bear these things in mind and what these chakras and areas represent, so that if we know that we're not speaking our truth, we may be inhibiting the function of these areas if we're not being ourselves in the world. And so it's important to think about how we can affect the physical body with our thoughts, our words, and our actions. So with the throat chakra, I don't know if I mentioned, the color is blue. And we're going to be doing a little bit of movement here as we focus on that blue color and the throat chakra and making sure that our thyroid is working properly. So we'll start by inhaling, turning the head to one side, lining the chin up with the shoulder. Inhale here, exhale, drop the chin to the shoulder. Draw the chin all the way across the chest. Inhale, look out over the opposite shoulder. Exhale, drop the chin to the shoulder. Draw the chin all the way across the chest. Inhale, look out over the first shoulder. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Draw the chin across the chest. And inhale, look out over the opposite shoulder. Exhale, chin to shoulder. We're going to drop the chin now all the way down the midline of the body, letting the head rest and hang forward. Maybe gently rock the head from side to side. And let the head rest in the center. Bring the arms parallel to the floor. Interlace the fingers. Push the knuckles away from you. Drop that chin down. Squeeze as you inhale and exhale. Push the knuckles away from you. We're also getting a nice stretch across the shoulder blades. Release the shoulders down. The hands come down. We're going to look up. Drop the head back. Of course, if you don't have any issues with the neck. And gently rock the head from side to side. Back to center. And gently rock one ear down to one shoulder and the other ear down to the opposite shoulder. Just gentle rocking from side to side. And bring your head back up to center. Nice. All right, moving up. So we started with the root chakra, the base of the spine. We moved to the sacral chakra behind the belly button and just a little bit down those reproductive organs. We moved up to the solar plexus, which is also behind the belly button, but just a little bit up in the abdomen. And we moved up to the heart chakra, which is behind the sternum the throat chakra. Now we're moving up to what's called the third eye chakra. This is the place between your eyebrows. And the idea behind the third eye chakra is that it's all about seeing the big picture. It's about your intuition. It's about what you're supposed to do in the world and in this life. How do you bring who you are spiritually to this physical plane that we're in? And what is your direction? This is also related to the pituitary gland. And this is all about metabolism, growth, sexual maturation, and blood pressure. So the pituitary gland is the one that regulates all of those functions in the body. So for the third eye chakra, we're going to stand up. So join me in a standing position. And we're going to find our way to mountain pose. So feet about hip width apart. And we're going to be activating every muscle in the body from the calves all the way up through the body. We're gently, instead of swinging the back out, we're gently pointing the tailbone down. Shoulders are back and down away from the ears. Chin is up. And when we find ourselves in this mountain position, you can turn your palms forward or to the sides, whatever feels good for you. We're going to bring our focus to that space between the eyebrows. Your eyes can be open or shut as you do this. So bring your focus to that space between the eyebrows. And inhale and exhale here. We're activating all of the muscles in our body. We're also activating all of the chakras and glands of the endocrine system as we move all the way up. We're inhaling and exhaling here, creating a soft focus with the eyes. And breathing. And then we'll release that pose. From here, we're going to inhale, stretch the arms up. And exhale, swan dive forward, flat back, come halfway down. And then curve through the spine, dropping the crown of the head forward. Just allowing the body to hang here. Clasping opposite elbows, rocking back and forth, and bringing that focus to the space between the eyebrows. Bringing that focus to the pituitary gland. Inhaling and exhaling here. Swing the body or walk the hands to one side. And then swing the body or walk the hands to the other side. Come back to center. We're going to bring the hands just above the knees, straighten the back as we reach the crown of the head forward. We're continuing to hold that space between the eyes as our focus, between the eyebrows, as our focus, the third eye chakra. Walk the hands down the legs. And reverse swan dive. We're going to come all the way up. And exhale the hands in prayer position at the heart. We're going to stay standing, so I'm just going to grab my notes here. The last chakra that we're going to be talking about today is the crown chakra. This is at the top of the head. And you can know exactly where the top of the head is by bringing the thumbs to the ears and allowing the middle fingers to touch where they do. That is the crown of the head or the top of the head. And this is related to the pineal gland. This is in the brain and it produces melatonin, which maintains circadian rhythm and regulates reproductive hormones. The color for this chakra is purple. So a lot of people like to focus on bringing the color purple into their clothing or their homes, or the amethyst crystal, having that around. The idea behind this chakra is that it's a way for us to connect to the divine, to that which is greater than ourselves, and to the limitless creative potential that is inside of us. So for this, we're going to do a balancing pose. We're going to bring the focus and attention into the left foot, lifting up the toes, grounding them down, shifting the weight to the left, and you'll see my right knee just starts to bend as my weight goes to the left. My right knee floats up, flex the foot, and I'm going to hold the right knee with my left hand. As I turn and look behind me, I'm spinning on that crown chakra axis. I'm stretching the right hand behind me as I look back. And I'm bringing my focus and attention to that crown chakra. Coming back to center, we'll release that foot. And we'll balance on the other side. So bringing the focus and attention to the right foot, lifting up the heels, lifting up the toes, wiggling them around, dropping them down. From here, we're going to allow the left foot to just float up. The knee bends. We're holding onto the knee with the opposite hand. So the right hand is holding onto that knee. We're creating tension, pushing with the knee, pulling with the hand. The left hand swings back and opens up as we turn the body and maybe even follow with the eyes, looking out past the thumb. We're spinning on the wheel of the crown chakra axis. We're connecting upward. Release that pose. Come back to center. From here, we'll inhale both hands up. And what we're going to do is kick one leg back as we fold forward, coming into warrior three. The crown of the head is reaching forward. We're bringing our focus to the crown chakra, connecting upward as we reach back up. Nice. Bring the hands down. Another way to get into warrior three is to forward fold. Lift the leg first, and then bring the arms next to the ears. Inhaling and exhaling here. Focusing on that crown chakra. We're going to come up and exhale down. Nice job, everybody. Let's have a seat. Let's come to a comfortable seated position. If you'd like to sit in a chair, you can. If you'd like to join me on the ground, you can. I'm in half lotus position right now. And we're going to do a seated meditation today, pulling the energy up, all the way up through the body, and remembering to think about the physical body and all of the pieces of the endocrine system that we put together today, as well as our emotional, spiritual, and energetic bodies. Remembering that we are whole, and these are all different parts of ourselves. So whatever you'd like to focus on today, if you'd like to focus on grounding, making the OK symbol, placing the hands on the feet. If you'd like to focus on connecting to your higher power, touching that middle finger with the thumb and palms facing up. Or if there's another mudra or hand position that you prefer, you can do that as well. And if you feel comfortable closing the eyes and starting with the root chakra at the base of the spine, we're imagining we've worked on opening and accessing all of the energy centers today so that the energy within our bodies can flow freely, so that the hormones can find their way through the circulatory system to the places where they need to go. Starting at the root chakra at the base of the spine. As we inhale and exhale, we notice that swirling red energy moving up and finding its way to connect with the wheel or the sphere of the orange sacral chakra, mixing, moving upward as we inhale and exhale, up to the solar plexus, just above and behind the belly button in the center of the body, the energy center of the body. And as we inhale and exhale, we're noticing that yellow color move up and meet the green of the heart chakra, which is in the center of the body, just a little bit above the heart. And as we inhale and exhale, we notice that energy moving upward, meeting the blue throat chakra. Inhaling and exhaling. That energy moves up. Our focus now comes to the space between the eyebrows, that violet color of the third eye chakra. As we continue inhaling and exhaling, we're pulling that energy up. We're noticing that upward flow, connecting us to the crown chakra at the tip of our head, the crown of our head, connecting us spiritually to our own creative abilities and to the divine. And as we inhale and exhale, we realize that we are whole. We're physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic beings. And we're using all of our tools to live our best lives for ourselves, for our loved ones, and for those around us. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes and bring your awareness back to this space. Open your eyes. We'll take a few deep breaths together. Inhaling, sweep the arms up, and exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale, share the positive energy that we've generated with the world around us, with the people that we love. One more big inhale, bringing the palms together. We're going to pull that energy back into the body. Bring that palms over the forehead. May we think positive thoughts. Over the lips, may we speak kind words. And over our hearts, may we spread love and joy wherever we go. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this chakra journey today. During my yoga classes, I am often thinking about accessing these energy centers and these glands in the body, but I don't often call it out or talk about it. in the same way that I did today. And so thank you for allowing me this space and for joining me to learn more about our bodies and the pieces of our bodies that fit together. Something that I really love about the world that we live in is that many different cultures have done their best to understand, to access, to harness the energy of our bodies and our spirituality. And they use different words for that. So in yoga, we call it pranayama. That is breath work or energy work. And it's the idea of using the breath to move the energy through the body. In Japan, it's known as Reiki. And this is, or ki is the energy, and it's that manipulation of that loving divine energy and sharing that energy with other people. In China, it's qi, the idea of that energy that we all have flowing through the body and that we need to balance our qi. And every different spiritual tradition has words for these things even before we understood the endocrine system or we understood how our bodies exactly worked. There were people who had some understanding of manipulating the energy within the bodies to regulate the body. And so I'm really happy that I was able to share that with you today. If you are looking for a way to donate to me for our time together, you can do that at paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. I wish you all a beautiful day, and I hope you feel balanced, healthy, and whole. I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend.